Recording to start. Ok, buonasera, benvenuti all'intervista con TAGteach. Questa sera abbiamo due affascinantissimi ospiti dal Belgio e dalla Francia, Lisa Longo e Lindsay Tonneau. So, hi everyone, welcome here. This is our interview with Lisa Longo and Lindsay Tonneau from Belgium and France. I will be talking about we'll be translating into Italian for my Italian viewers, and then Lisa and Lindsay, as they both have agreed to talk in English for tonight, just for tonight. This is a preview. You will tell to your nephew and your grandchildren that you have assisted to Lisa Longo and Lisa Tonneau speaking in English once in your life. Okay, so that's my talking. That's enough. I will introduce you. So let's talk about you, who you are and what you do. Ho semplicemente chiesto di presentarsi, dici chi sono e cosa fanno.
So hello, I'm Lisa. I'm the founder of Animal-Academie, which is a French company for which I go to my clients' homes to help them live in better harmony with their dogs, cats, and parrots. I'm a certified professional bug trainer, and I'm a certified behavior consultant for canine also. Elite Feel-Free professional, family dog mediator, and I'm a TAGteacher level 1.
Oh, that's great. So, Lisa viene dalla Francia, è certificata in un sacco di specialità che comportano l'assistenza con gli animali, con i cuccioli, cani, gatti, quanti altri animali nelle loro famiglie, e quindi di creare armonia in queste due cose. And Lindsay, who are you? What are you doing here?
I'm Lindsay, founder of Loopy, a Belgian company. I support my client mostly for cooperative care and reactivity. I also do follow-up from the idea of adoption to the education of the adopted animal. I'm a certified cooperative care instructor, low stress handling silver certified professional, elite feel-free, and TAGteacher level 1.
Ok, quindi Lindsay invece viene dal Belgio, anche lei lavora nell'ambito di introdurre cani e cuccioli e quant'altro nelle varie case, si occupa di aggressività, si occupa di educazione di cani adulti e di tutto quanto può portare armonia e benessere agli abitanti delle case. Entrambi sono TAGteacher di primo livello. So, there is one thing that I love in your work, and that's the cooperative thing. So, watching your videos, watching you training your animals, working with your clients, it's just you have this good vibe that something very, very special is going on. And so I want to ask you about your work, why you have decided to take this path, and also if you want me to play the video, just tell me when. Appunto, loro vedendo il loro lavoro, vedendo quello che fanno, si dà proprio la sensazione di grande benessere per loro e per gli animali con cui lavorano, e per questo li ho invitati in questo seminario, intervista di TAGteach, perché anche se non parliamo direttamente di educazione umana, le idee che loro ci possono dare saranno sicuramente di grande beneficio per tutti noi. So, what do you think? What do you want to talk? Do you want to show a video? Do you want to talk about the cooperative learning?
We can do first the video and then maybe talking about it.
Okay.
Maybe the first one,
the longer one?
Yes, the creativity one, the longer one.
Ok. Ci hanno dato due video, hanno preparato, sono stati così carini, thank you for the videos, quindi vi mostrerò il primo video di cosa fanno loro. Ci sono le parole in inglese, non traduco, non mi fermo, avrete l'idea di cosa sta succedendo nel video in ogni caso. So I've decided not to translate the video.
To train with Luna to participate in her own care, to put drops in the eyes, I needed a device she could be comfortable on, so preferably with a perch. I also needed a clear and unambiguous start button behavior. I also needed her head to remain static, and that her head be tilted slightly to have an easy access to her eyes. And I wanted a device that allowed me to be on both sides of her head. So here, as long as she keeps her beak into one hole of the dial, we train, but if she takes her head back, we just stop training.
Inspired by the work of Lisa and Luna, I wanted to teach Grisha to participate in her care and put drops in her nose. We also use similar device with a perch and a hole she can bite as a start button behavior.
In this video, you can see José doing a chin rest as a start button behavior. For this training, I needed a prop exactly adapted to his size, soft and comfortable, so that his chin can rest on it without hurting. So this is a punch shield that can be opened so that you can change the form inside if necessary. The chin support also needed to be slightly offset back from the device so that the chin fits fully. And I wanted it to be something small and easily transportable so that we can train and practice in several different environments very easily.
When I train my humans learner, I need to work on their training mechanics before working with animals to make sure we do not make any mistakes that can be stressful to the dog. In that goal, I regularly use a factor that feels no emotions and that I can control myself. Here, I teach my human learner to return immediately in neutral position when the dog removes his chin from the towel, which means that the dog does not consent to the manipulation anymore.
Even if Luna already cooperates and collaborates for her nails filing by giving me her paw to signify her consent, I wanted to set up a possibly easier training. With this training device, my goal is to be able to file Luna's nails without touching her, without holding her nails, without restraint. I considered two possibilities of consent behaviors for this training. Either Luna puts a paw on the fence to signify her agreement, either she climbs on the fence and grabs the dial at the top to signify she is okay. As she has a very big history of reinforcement on a similar behavior for the drops in the eyes and in the nose, Luna almost directly proposed the targeting behavior by taking the hole in her beak.
Django is already well trained in cooperative care and knows a lot of cares and start button behaviors. The bigger challenge for us is to trim his nails because he hates when I hold his paw in my hand. To make sure I do not hurt him when I trim his nails, I need to have a stable paw that does not move. Inspired by the protective training we can see in zoo world with wild animals, I started to train him to put his paw on a bar cage. Django was never in a cage before, so to save some time and training, I put myself in the cage so he can be free to go where he wants without any restraint.
This is a brand new behavior I'm training with Rio. I found a PVC pipe, and even if I'm sure this could be useful for several behaviors with parrots, I'm thinking working on a voluntary restraint with it at first. In this video, I try to show Rio how fun this new object could be for both of us.
What could be more cooperative than to teach a dog to file his nails himself? In this video, you can see Django file his nails using the scratch board. Django is very sensitive with the handling of his paws. This training allows us to maintain its nails until we can do more advanced trainings.
Okay. Okay, we're back. I think I never seen something as beautiful as your videos.
Thank you.
No, I'm not kidding. So I have two questions from the video, and one is for you, Lisa, and one is for you, Lindsay. So who's gonna go first? Ho una domanda ciascuno per il video. Chi vuole?
As you want.
Okay, Lisa. What I love from the part of the video that you were introducing is that there is a lot of I want. You know perfectly what you want even before starting. How this is important in the cooperative training and why. Quindi ho chiesto, I have to translate. Ho chiesto appunto nel suo video, nella parte di video, Lisa dice un sacco di volte voglio questo, un sacco di obiettivi, e quindi gli ho chiesto perché questa cosa è importante nell'educazione cooperativa.
Actually, it is sometimes important for me because I have a plan and I want a very special behavior at the end, but it's not always the case. Like for the PVC pipe, I didn't know actually at the beginning what I wanted to do with that, but I'm inspired by the pets I'm working with. So I may have a first plane, a plane A, but it's not always what we will have at the end. So sometimes I want to really have this behavior and I think about the plan to go there with a lot of approximation to go there, but it's not always the case. So yes, it's important for me because for a very specific behavior, I want to be able to offer the more consent, the more empowerment to my pets. So I need a very, very good plan for the one in front of me. But sometimes I just let it go and I let them be creative, actually.
Right.
They are the one that teach me.
Okay, wait. Yes, that was a long one.
Yes, sorry.
No, that's fine. I think I can handle it. Dice, sì, di solito ha un piano, perché è molto importante avere un piano dall'inizio alla fine, soprattutto perché si vuole che l'animale partecipi o chi sta imparando partecipi sempre. E quindi conoscere esattamente tutti i vari passaggi è importante proprio per ottenere questa partecipazione. Altre volte, come avete visto nell'esempio del tubo, si gioca semplicemente, si crea qualcosa, quindi si tratta di mettere pezzi insieme e vedere cosa succede. Ma la pianificazione è molto molto importante proprio per esaltare la partecipazione. So the participation of the learner. Do you want to add something?
Yes.
I read your body language.
So I have an example for that, actually.
Yes.
I was training my dog to have his nails filed with electric file, and I was absolutely sure about my plan. So the plan I created, and I wanted him to have a chin rest consent behavior, so I can take the bow and filing the nails, and it was not what was the good plan for my dog. So he showed me actually what was the good behavior for him, and I completely changed my plan after that.
Okay.
So I had my plan, but he gave me another one.
And that's, I think, the beauty of the cooperative learning, right? But
Exactly.
we will back on that. So because I think that's a key point. Dice, lei ha fatto un piano una volta per riuscire a tagliare le unghie al cane, e il piano era che il cane mettesse il muso su una piattaforma in modo da dire sì, puoi fare il lavoro delle unghie, ma quel piano non ha funzionato, e il fatto di lavorare appunto in un ambiente cooperativo ha fatto in modo che sia stato il cane poi a proporre il comportamento finale, quindi ad aiutare chi lo stava educando. So the participation, which brings me, Lindsay, to the question for you. And you use a lot the word participate in your video.
Yes.
Why?
Yes.
Why is important? Ho chiesto a Lindsay, ha usato un sacco di volte la parola partecipare, che l'animale, la persona o chiunque partecipa. Avete visto il video con suo marito. Ho chiesto perché appunto la parola partecipare è importante in questo contesto.
I think it is important because if the dog participates in their care, they can be less stressed, they can be creative, they can be happy, they can find the training fun, you know, and it is easier to get to our objective, our goals, with this kind of training that we call a cooperative one.
Ok. Dice, sorry. No, go ahead.
No, you can translate if you want.
Dice sì, il fatto della partecipazione permette di avere degli organismi. I find difficult to translate learners, dogs, humans, so organisms, degli organismi, dei partecipanti che effettivamente partecipano e diventano creativi, quindi sono involti in quello che gli viene insegnato, sono coinvolti, non è una cosa che piove dall'alto e che viene imposta, come capita molto spesso nell'educazione umana. So I was opening a small parenthesis and say that in the human education, most of the time we are taught to do what we are told. So do that because yes, and that's it. Both of you have used another word that struck me, and that's creative.
Yes.
The concern could be, okay, I don't want a creative learner because I want my learner to do what I'm telling him, her, to do, and I want to stick with the plan. I don't want things to go around, but maybe it's better to have a creative learner. Ok, let me translate my question. Un'altra parola che loro hanno usato è stato appunto il fatto di avere degli organismi, dei partecipanti, I can say the word, che siano creativi, cioè che facciano delle cose, che propongono delle cose. E ho chiesto, non può essere una maggiore difficoltà questo, il fatto di avere dei partecipanti che sono creativi, che anziché fare le cose come gli vengono dette, vogliono dire la loro? So that's the question for you.
Do you want to go, Lindsay?
Yes. So when the learners can be creative, I think we as a teacher can see how it is more easy to teach them, makes sense. So if my dog want to propose me a behavior that can be put in my training plan to get the goals easier, it is easier for both of us.
Ok, dice ok, so that's your side of the answer, then we will listen to Lisa. Dice è meglio avere la creatività da parte di chi impara, perché nel momento in cui propongono qualcosa posso decidere se inserirlo oppure no nel comportamento che sto insegnando, nelle cose che sto insegnando loro. I got the example from my school. So my learner loves a lot talking about Spider-Man, or loves a lot talking about this character. And depending on the character, I stick with that character for weeks and weeks. So I reinforce his behaviors using that character. So if he wants to draw Peter Pan, I work in a high school, art high school. So drawing is one of our business. And I can ask him, okay, that's fine. We will paint Peter Pan as he wants, but we have to use these tools because that's why we require. So it's a win-win situation. Ho fatto l'esempio appunto della creatività della persona che chiede di fare qualcosa. Lavorando in un liceo artistico, il mio alunno ha i suoi personaggi preferiti e io uso questi personaggi preferiti per poi insegnargli altre cose. Quindi se lui vuole disegnare Peter Pan, va benissimo disegnare Peter Pan, ma lo facciamo con le richieste che ci vengono dall'ambiente. So that's back to you, Lisa, about the creativity in your learner.
I would like to say so many things, but I will stick with two only.
Okay.
The first thing is, I think when my learner is more creative, it's more enriching for me to train with him. So it's more fun, and we have so much more possibilities and so much more motivation to train. So this is the first thing. I want my learner to inspire me. I don't want to inspire my learner. I want the reverse. I want them to inspire me and to just show me all the possibilities they can bring in training. So this is the first thing with creativity. The second one is when they propose a new behavior, it may sometimes seem like it's a useless behavior. Like I think about parrots that will say hello with the paw. It may seem useless, this kind of behavior, but it can be really, really useful in cooperative care, like just for checking the paws if there are no pododermatitis, it's a kind of infection of the paw in parrots. And I had two parrots that bring me the behavior. Sorry. Yes.
No, that's fine. Hold on to the two parrots. Lisa dice che il fatto di avere degli organismi che imparano in maniera creativa è arricchente per l'insegnante, per se stessa. Lei ha detto una cosa bellissima: io voglio che chi impari ispiri l'insegnante e non viceversa. Non sono io che devo ispirare le persone che imparano come sono io che devo essere ispirato da loro a diventare un insegnante migliore. Quindi anche un comportamento tipo quello del pappagallo che saluta con la zampina così, che sembra una cosa che che non serve a molto, può diventare utile nel momento in cui voglio usare questo comportamento, il fatto di alzare la zampa, per controllargli lo stato delle unghie. I think you have to trademark your quote. I want the learner to inspire the teacher, not the vice versa. You have to trademark that, because it's great for the t-shirt in the summer. That was I was writing down. See, I wrote it down.
Okay.
Because it's just beautiful. So you were saying about two parrots.
Yes, I had two parrots that came with the behavior of a bat behavior. So with the paw on a perch and the head down. Okay, and they had this behavior naturally, or just to have fun at the beginning. And this is what creativity looks like for me in pets. And I used this behavior to bring a cooperative care to check the chest of the parrot after that. So I think it's the creativity part from the teacher is very important, because it allows us to have new ideas and to have different plans for all the pets we have in front of us. But also the creativity from the learner is also important to bring us something new also.
Ok. Fa un esempio di due pappagalli che gli sono arrivati per essere educati, e questi due avevano un comportamento da pipistrello, cioè si prendevano la zampa in giù e sbattendo le ali, e lei ha usato questo comportamento, ha preso quello che c'era per insegnare ai pappagalli a stare fermi nel momento in cui dovevano essere ispezionati per la salute del piumaggio, del petto e della zona sotto del corpo. E quindi il fatto di avere appunto, è bello essere creativi come insegnanti, perché nel momento in cui ci si trova di fronte a un problema si sa come risolverlo, ma è altrettanto bello avere degli allievi che siano creativi, perché ci possono offrire dei comportamenti che noi possiamo utilizzare. Why this is important? The things that you have said. So see, I can switch. Why this is important for you, for the learner, for the environment, for everything. Ho chiesto perché è importante questo tipo di approccio. Ci ha spiegato alcune cose, ma perché per loro è importante? Cos'è che succede?
For so many reasons.
Ok. Two.
Lindsay, do you want to start?
I see what you're doing. Meanwhile, you take notes, you just throw Lindsay by her side. Go.
Yes. Why creativity is important, or
Whatever,
what we do is important?
Everything that you just said is important. Why it's important? So, no, let me rephrase the question. So, let's say, okay, I'm a regular, normal training.
Yes.
And you want to convince me, or try to convince me that what are you doing is important. What will be your message for this training? So ho riformulato la domanda dicendo: immaginate che io sia un educatore normale che fa le cose al solito modo, tu fai come ti ho detto. Qual è la cosa importante che loro direbbero per convincere l'educatore a cambiare metodo?
Okay, so most of the time people reach me because they already have difficulties in caring for the animals. So the animal is already stressed, and it can be difficult to care for them. So I think cooperative care and this kind of training is very important for better diagnosis. When you have a stressed dog, for example, you don't want to go at the vet every week or every time the dog sneezes, because you're afraid to stretch your dog, you're afraid of bites, of scratches if you have a cat, and so on. And so it is important for better diagnosis.
Ok, hold on. Dice, la prima cosa che le viene in mente è meglio per la salute generale dell'animale o della persona di chi sta imparando, il fatto di essere cooperativi. Perché ti permette di poter guardare l'animale se ha qualche problema, anziché doverlo portare dal veterinario una volta a settimana perché tu non riesci nemmeno a toccarlo, prevenire ovviamente danni fisici, morsi, graffi e quant'altro, e tutto questo genere di cose qua. I like to think about to all you are saying and how this translates in human education, because it's basically the same. So we see so many children that have behavioral problems just for not bad training, for not good training opportunities, right? So you were saying about that, then I will translate what I said. You were saying about the diagnosis. Lisa, sorry for interrupting you.
Yes, the diagnosis, and it is important too for more regular visits. Just a vaccine and so on. Some dogs that I train with are not able to have a yearly vaccine because they are too stressed for this kind of visits, vet visits.
Okay.
And it's very, very important for giving them choice and control over their environment. The more they have control, and the less they will be stressed.
Ok.
Okay.
Quindi traducendo quello che diceva Lisa, pensavo all'educazione umana, quando che noi abbiamo invece delle situazioni in cui mettiamo molto sotto stress i nostri allievi. Continuava Lisa appunto il discorso della cura, quindi il fatto di poter portare il cane solo una volta al veterinario anziché tante volte, quindi di abbassare i livelli di stress è fondamentale con questo. I totally forgot the last part that you said.
So the more they have control over the environment, the more, and the less they will be stressed.
Mi sono ricordato, mi ero dimenticato cosa aveva detto. Dice che è importante il fatto di dare questa scelta e questo controllo dell'ambiente agli animali, e noi dovremmo fare lo stesso con le persone, perché in questo modo si abbassano tantissimi livelli di stress e di ansia. Yes, sorry for forgetting the part. But
yes, and also this kind of training makes them happier in life, enrich their life. You can do cooperative care like you do agility training. You don't have to have a dog who's stressed by the vet to do cooperative care. You can do cooperative care just because it's fun and because it's prevention and all of that.
E dice anche appunto che l'apprendimento cooperativo ti permette anche di lavorare pensando al futuro, quindi può essere un modo di educare il cane o la persona, e anziché pensare a fare tanti sport, tante cose, si può lavorare solo su questi aspetti qua, pensando in prospettiva futura, quindi di evitare problemi che possono succedere. Now I see why you sent Lindsay before, Lisa, because she can talk like for an hour, you are done with the interview, and bye-bye.
Actually, it's not for that. It's because what I knew that what she will say will bring me to say something else on the same subject.
Okay.
So on the same subject about diagnosis and medical care, cooperative care can literally save lives. It's not only just for fun, and we should absolutely all do some cooperative care with our pets and children also, because it can save lives, really. Okay. I have a dog which has been diagnosed with autoimmune disease 2.5 years ago. Mm-hmm. And for saving his life, he needed to have infusions mm-hmm. 4 times a day with the paw straight like this for 30 minutes.
Wow.
And it's a Czechoslovakian wolf dog. So if you want to force a Czechoslovakian wolf dog to have infusions 4 times a day without cooperative care, it's just not possible. So he would have died.
Yeah. Dice che l'apprendimento cooperativo, quindi l'apprendimento nella quale partecipa chi impara, è importante perché salva fondamentalmente le vite, permette di fare delle procedure. In questo caso lei raccontava l'episodio del suo cane che aveva bisogno di 4 trasfusioni al giorno da 20 minuti. Il suo cane è un lupo fondamentalmente. Your dog is a wolf, let's say. You have a wolf that is a dog, and it's a wolf. And go and check Lisa's profile when he's biting her face. That's very cooperative. Quindi questo cane è grossissimo, abbastanza feroce da vederci perché sembra veramente un lupo, e non c'è modo di fargli fare una procedura in cui deve stare fermo per 20 minuti a prendere la flebo 4 volte al giorno se il cane non partecipa. Quindi è veramente una cosa che salva le vite. Thank you. I didn't mention if there is any questions from our dear participants. There is the chat on the right of the screen, and we take every questions that you want. And I have only do the translation, so I don't care what you want to ask. But I'm sure it's going to be great question. Ho detto, se ci sono delle domande, la chat è a disposizione a sinistra.
And also to answer the question why we do it like this, one answer can be because we can. Actually, we can do like this. It's not anthropomorphism to say that the animal will be more happy if he has the choice and the control over the situation, because we will feel exactly the same for us if we have the choice to say no, not now, or maybe not like this. We are more in control over the situation and then more happy and more relaxed. So it's exactly the same for our pet. It's not anthropomorphism, it's just being empathic.
Dice che il fatto di avere appunto animali che cooperano non è solo di dare un punto di vista antropocentrico e dire che belli questi animali, ma è effettivamente una cosa che funziona, cioè essere in controllo, essere rilassati ti dà una migliore qualità di vita. That's absolutely true. With my learners at school, it's the same thing. I have to give them the control, otherwise they won't cooperate, and so
yes.
It's a tough, especially at the beginning, because you don't know how much you should give. But I think the more you give, and you forget about the things you have to do, but you just stick with the cooperative, and things are gonna be super fine in no time. Ho detto che anche a scuola vedo che quanto sarebbe meglio avere un apprendimento di tipo cooperativo. Io cerco di farlo nell'ambiente in cui lavoro, ma e vedo i risultati benefici di questo tipo di apprendimento. Quando chi impara è in controllo è sicuramente in una posizione migliore e partecipa, e anche l'apprendimento diventa migliore. So we have said how this is important for the learner, basically, right? So we have discussed the diagnosis, you have talked about the life-saving procedure and less stress for the dogs and the pets. So the question is now, and that's for you, so you go ahead now, Lisa. Why this is important for you as a trainer? Quindi ho detto, allora ci hanno dato la risposta perché è importante per chi impara, visto che le procedure cooperative possono salvare le vite, possono dare una qualità migliore di vita agli animali che vengono addestrati in questo modo, ma dal punto di vista di chi insegna, perché è importante, cos'è che guadagna una persona che addestra in maniera cooperativa?
It makes me a better trainer. And I think it makes me a better human being also. Okay. Because I learn so much from the pets. I learn so much from my colleagues also. Lindsay and I work on a lot of different cases together, because my work is essentially with pets that will be labeled as reactive, aggressive, or anxious. And Lindsay is more in the part with cooperative care. So we work together, like if we have a dog that is human reactive or aggressive with humans, I will have this first part with training the humans and the dog to be more comfortable with humans. Then Lindsay will work with them so that they can train for the muzzle training, consent voluntary with the muzzle.
Wait. Let me translate. Ok, thank you. Ha detto appunto perché insegnare in questo modo, e la risposta è stata perché mi rende una persona migliore, è un insegnante migliore. Vedono nella difficoltà dei casi che gli vengono portati quanto il fatto appunto di lavorare su questi aspetti dell'apprendimento sia soddisfacente per loro e per i loro clienti. Quindi stavo facendo il caso di animali, cani feroci, cani pericolosi fondamentalmente, aggressivi sugli umani, e il lavoro che fanno insieme appunto si divide in una parte di gestione dell'aggressività e in una parte di riformulazione dell'ambiente in cui i cani vivono. Quindi il cane non deve più avere paura di certe cose, deve imparare ad accettare certe cose, e questo lo si può fare appunto se solo o unicamente se il cane coopera. You were saying, sorry for interrupting you, but
So we both work together on some case, and we have also a veterinary team that work with us in the same case. So we have 4 parts for each client, 1 part for the reactive, aggressive, anxious behavior, 1 part for the cooperative care behaviors, 1 part which are the clients that work with the pets on a daily basis, and we also have the veterinary team working with all of us.
E diventa un lavoro di squadra di fatto. Loro lavorano con 4 figure. Una è Lisa, che si occupa appunto dei comportamenti reattivi, Lindsay si occupa dei comportamenti cooperativi, i proprietari che devono ovviamente imparare a gestire l'animale, e quarto elemento è un gruppo di veterinari che segue anche questa procedura. So it's a big team.
Yes, and it's why it's important for me, and this is what I learned from this big picture of cooperative care. It's learning from the veterinary team, learning from Lindsay, learning from the pets, learning from also the humans parts, and this is why it's important for me and what it brings me at the end.
La cosa che ritiene importante per lei è il fatto di poter apprendere da un sacco di fonti. Impara dagli animali, impara dai veterinari, impara da lavorare con Lindsay, quindi l'apprendimento, la crescita costante è la cosa che motiva tantissimo. What about you, Lindsay? Why this is important for you?
Yes, I will say the same as Lisa, but
well, that's fine. You can say the same thing.
I can add the fact that I really deep love animals from always, from I was a child, and being able to help them on a daily basis is really like my dream job, and to do that with non-coercive methods, and to do that with amazing people like Lisa, like our vet team, like our clients that really care for the animals, is very enriching for me. I love this.
Ok, dice Lisa che è importante per lei perché è la cosa che voleva sempre aver fatto fin da piccola, e il fatto di poter lavorare con delle persone che la arricchiscono è veramente un sogno che diventa realtà. Thank you very much. We have less than 7 minutes left. What about we show the other amazing video? Yes. Okay, so we go for the second video. I have to do. Yes, it is one. Okay.
We do not have to touch a learner to train him. I designed this device to train the open beak behavior without having to touch Lola. Lola is a very shy parrot, and this training allows us to check her mouth without making her uncomfortable by touching her.
Marley is a Czechoslovakian bulldog, and he really likes to bite. So when he was a puppy, 7 years ago already, we trained so that he grabs a stick. Not only does it serve for checking the gums, but it also has been used as a start button behavior for other situations like checking all of his body and taking its temperature. Here I train with Rio, and I use my right hand as a target for his upper mandible and my left hand as a target for his lower mandible.
I built this device with 2 hooks, 2 long screws and some isolation tape. I trained Django, my German Shepherd dog, to open wide his mouth on it, so I can check his teeth, tongue, roof of the mouth, and so on.
Good.
And you can see another possibility here with a mouth opening from a chin rest.
That's amazing. So, let me explain the video for this. Nel video abbiamo visto il comportamento di aprire il becco, la bocca o quant'altro, in quanti modi viene declinato e con quanti animali, ottenendo sempre lo stesso risultato, quindi con vari motivi. There is one thing I want to ask you, and this is completely new, so I told you that we were sideways with this video. One of you introducing the video, I think it was you, Lisa, said that there was, so I can train the parrot without touching the learner.
It was Lindsay.
Yes, of course. But with touching, we meant just to touch, to hold the learner. And I was translating this in human education, and touching could be many different things, right? I can touch you. So why we should not touch our learners?
So I think
Wait, I will translate. Yeah, she was right like that. We didn't plan for this one. Ho chiesto nel video si fa menzione del fatto di non toccare chi impara, ed è facile immaginarlo per un animale. Io non tengo fermo un animale mentre gli faccio le varie procedure per la diagnosi, ma nell'educazione umana tendiamo molto a toccare, anche se non fisicamente con le mani, ma con la bocca, con le istruzioni, con l'ambiente che utilizziamo. Quindi ho chiesto perché è importante non toccare chi impara. Now it's your turn.
Okay.
You have 5 minutes.
I think we can touch the learner if you want it. So I think it's not a problem to touch the learners if the learner accept it and cooperate to it and consent to it. But Luna in this video is a very shy parrot. Lola, I'm sorry, Luna is the parrot. It's Lisa's parrot, Luna. Lola is the parrot in the video.
Okay.
So she's very shy and little afraid of being touched by a human, and
Okay.
this was a problem because we do not have as many options.
Okay.
Like Lisa, you see in the video, Lisa with double targets, targets in the one
The beak.
hand, yes, and the other.
Oh, yes.
And it's complicated for Lola because she's afraid of being touched.
Ok. Quindi il fatto di non toccare sta nel rispetto delle distanze che l'allievo ti pone, quindi non è che non lo tocchi sempre, cioè fisicamente adesso ne parlando di animali si può toccare l'animale, però si tratta sempre di trovare la strategia migliore per ottenere i comportamenti cooperativi che desideriamo. Do you have anything to add to this? Lisa, yes. then I will add my idea about it, and I will share with you. But
to talk about Lola, this bird, she is very shy of hand, and we need to be creative to make her have the behavior we want her to have. But she knows a lot of cooperative care behaviors. Lot. So she can have her nails filed. She can take medicines in a syringe. She can open the beak so we can see the koalas, papillas inside. She knows a lot of different behaviors. She knows how to show the pose, also a lot of different things, even if we cannot touch her.
Ok. So, il fatto di non poter toccare il pappagallo, ma mi viene da tradurlo anche per l'educazione umana, il fatto che certi ragazzi o certe persone non vogliono essere trattate come tutti gli altri, ci porta a creare degli strumenti diversi per poter ottenere i comportamenti che desideriamo senza incorrere in problemi. E quindi l'esempio di Lola, il pappagallo timido a cui non piace essere toccata, nonostante questo conosce un sacco di altri comportamenti di cooperazione, di cura, quindi che le sono stati insegnati senza il bisogno di correre al fatto di toccare o trattenere l'animale. Thinking about the touch, so I think it's easy to see the touch for the animal, because I can tie the animal, I can close the mouth, I can do a lot of things to the animal which I cannot do to a human learner. So I think that with the human learners we have many other tools to really touch the learners in ways that are not appropriate for them. Right, and I think that we are missing, us as human educators, we are missing a lot of opportunities by observing what you are doing.
Definitely, and we are missing also using all the environment as a tool for creativity.
Right, That will be, let me translate and we go back to this concept. Quindi ho detto, il fatto che è facile vedere l'animale o legare e tenere fermo l'animale, ma quello che non vediamo con le persone è l'impatto che noi diamo all'educazione attraverso i metodi tradizionali. Fai così perché te l'ho detto, oppure altrimenti ci saranno delle conseguenze negative. Invece quello che dovrebbe emergere dal lavoro che stanno facendo loro con gli animali è proprio le possibilità, i nuovi strumenti che noi tutti come educatori umani potremo apprendere. I forgot what I was asking to you. That's the second. The environment. Yes, thank you. That's why I had both of you, because one was it worked like my secretary. The environment. Why the environment? Okay, let me tell you this. In human education, the environment is the most underestimated thing that we have. We don't care about the environment. But it's why the environment, taking care of the environment, it's important. You have 1 minute each, and then we will take a few questions, and then we are done. Why is it important?
Because it promotes success. Because we can arrange all the antecedents, all the environment to promote success and to promote the behavior we are looking for. So we can use absolutely all the environment to promote success.
Ok, l'ambiente, quindi preparare l'ambiente perché l'allievo abbia successo è una cosa che si può assolutamente fare, che deve essere fatta. Mentre nell'educazione umana l'ambiente non viene preparato, si mette l'allievo in mezzo alle cose e si spera che succeda qualcosa. Utilizzare l'ambiente, preparare l'ambiente, usare tutte le cose che si possono usare in maniera creativa, come abbiamo visto nei video, per promuovere il successo di chi impara. Lindsay.
Yes, I will say the same as Lisa, but I will add that something. So we can arrange the environment in different ways. One way is to decrease the distraction, you know.
Okay.
In the environment. So if I want to learn to teach my dog to come when I call him, it is easier to begin in my home, where there is no cats, there is no squirrels, there is no car, and so on, and make success, and add more distract environment later.
Yes.
Ok.
Dice il fatto di preparare l'ambiente vuol dire anche mettere chi impara in condizioni di avere successo. Se voglio insegnare al mio cane a tornare quando lo chiamo, è inutile che lo vado a fare al parco dove c'è un sacco di distrazioni, scoiattoli, macchine, altri cani che corrono. Inizio a farlo a casa dove non ci sono distrazioni e il cane può avere successo. Poi da lì piano piano costruisco tutte le sue competenze fino a riuscire a avere il richiamo anche al parco. E lo stesso dovrebbe essere per gli umani. I'm adding that the same should be done for the humans, right?
Yes, I think. And
no, I think that, I told you, yes. We have to do that. Yes.
And I wanted to say something else, but I forgot.
I made a mess. Okay, don't worry.
Maybe I use something in the environment, so the second part of it, like my dog's bed. If I want him to be comfortable with, I don't know, like a heels check or something like that, something in already new is already comfortable with, you know, in the environment. So it makes success.
E si può usare l'ambiente e utilizzare degli strumenti nell'ambiente che rendano più facile ottenere successo. Fa l'esempio di prendere il suo cane quando deve controllare lo stato di salute delle orecchie, lo stende su un lettino, sul suo letto, in modo che il cane sia già rilassato. Lo stesso potremmo fare noi con i nostri studenti umani, metterli in ambienti che siano più consoni alle attività che gli proponiamo. So we are done. It's time. So first of all, thank you very much.
Thank you,
It was such a pleasure, and I apologize if I forget something, but it was so intense in looking and listening to you that I forgot what the job that I was supposed to do. Second, if there is any questions in the chat, and thank you also for the videos. And I will translate what I'm saying. So, le ho ringraziate, mi sono scusato per essermi dimenticato quello che stavo dicendo un paio di volte, ma era così bello quello che stavo dicendo che ero completamente concentrato. Se ci sono domande, otherwise, thank you. We are planning a webinar with both of you. The TAGteach International, because the things that you are doing, the job that you're doing, I think is truly, truly amazing. So thank you very much for sharing that with us.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you, Ilka.
Thank you. Grazie. Ciao, ciao.
Nice evening. Bye.
Ciao. Thank you again. Hey.
That was
I
so
heard that.